Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
And good evening. Traditionally, the state government funds for a half-day kindergarten, with school districts picking up the other half if they want to have students for a full day. In the works for years, state leaders finally decided to fully fund the full-day kindergarten for only 1 year. Now WYMT's Zach Hawk has more on a push to make that permanent in 2022.
John DePrater is a kindergarten teacher at East Perry Elementary School.
There's so much that is expected out of kindergartners right now that they do need a full day.
Prater said that the students work through a variety of academic subjects, but then also get a good amount of social time.
That's an important part. They learn how to just be a student, and they learn how to be a friend, and they learn how to just interact with other people, students and adults.
Currently, the state only funds for half-day kindergarten, but the school funding task force would like to see that be 100%. Representative James Tipton, a member of that task force, pre-filed legislation for 2022 to make the state fund full-day kindergarten 100%.
We're going to have some additional revenues, and it's very important for us to make wise decisions and invest that revenue in areas that are beneficial to our citizens.
And teachers see the wisdom of having our children in school all day.
It is a long, hard day, but they do adjust quickly and they do adjust well, and they're just little sponges. They learn so much. That's just important that they're here all day long to teach them as much as you can while they're little.
Prater said that regardless of social and academic background, the students make a lot of progress working full days. In Hazard, Zach Hawk, WYMT Mountain News.
Perry County School officials said that they have been funding half of full-day kindergarten for some time, and that the state picking up the bill would free up money to improve other student resources. Somerset police are asking for help locating a missing teen. 16-year-old Kendall Hunnicutt was last seen a week ago at Oakdale Village Apartments in Somerset. She's described as being 5 feet 3 inches tall with dark hair and blue eyes. Anyone with information is asked to call 911 or contact the Criminal Investigations Commander with Somerset Police. And police in London are also looking for a missing teenager out in that area. This is 15-year-old Skylar Seagraves. She was last seen last Saturday at a McDonald's on South Laurel Road. Anyone with information are asked to please call the police.
Gearing up for another round of showers to move through the mountains. Not quite as significant as last night. However, the showers do come with a reinforcing shot of cooler air that looks to work in later on tonight. US 119 camera at Pine Mountain as we went through the day today. There's that sunset as we switch that camera to black and white. The night mode on that camera, you see we had plenty of sunshine today out that way. Most of us right now into the middle 50s as that sun has set. And some of us also going to hang there for a little while thanks to some cloudy skies that continue to work in. However, those dew points are still far apart from those temperatures, meaning that anything we see on pinpoint Doppler may not be reaching the ground. That's what we see into portions of the far northern sections of the area out towards the I-64 corridor right now. I think for the most part we're in okay shape when it comes to that working in. However, some of this near the Louisville area, that is likely reaching the ground. And it's something we're going to be keeping an eye on later on tonight as that reinforcing shot of cooler air begins to move right on into the mountains. So keep that WYMT weather app handy tonight, especially if you're headed out to any of those district championship games, because we are on the way to cooler temperatures overnight and eventually falling down into the 30s. I'll have the latest on when we could see perhaps some wintry shenanigans coming up in just a few minutes. Jim?
Oh boy, thanks Evan. It is November. Kentucky's COVID-19 case count is plateauing, but experts say cases are not going down as fast as they were. Doctors say the new trend stems from not enough people getting vaccinated. They say the virus has more of a chance to mutate and cause more trouble if people do not get the shot. Doctors fear cases could increase with the holidays approaching.
If we're careful with hand washing and be careful with not touching your face or nose with unwashed hands, that simple principle right there will accomplish most of the benefits of social distancing.
Doctors say if you feel sick, avoid gathering around people. Lee County schools are making masks optional starting Monday. The rule change applies to central office and the middle and high schools. The decision comes as cases decline. COVID hit Lee County schools hard. The district lost 3 employees to the virus. Faculty and staff at Baptist Health Corbin were given a big surprise today. WYMT's Chaz Jenkins tells how several churches came together to give back.
Showing appreciation for those who have given their all during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Coming together with Christian love with these 5 churches not only helps us as a Christian community, but also displays just a small amount of what God's love can do.
Seeing 5 churches band together, serving meals to healthcare workers.
I'm an RN myself, and I have worked through the pandemic at a different facility, and I know how important it is and how hard these people work to help other people get through some very difficult times.
A kind gesture those with Baptist Health Corbin found grateful.
This is the first time churches have actually come together as a group, so that tells me that our whole community is uniting together to support everyone and to support us through this pandemic.
Happy to see so many religious organizations coming together for a good cause.
It doesn't matter what denomination, we're here to serve. And they're here to serve us and take care of us, and it's very appreciated.
Sending love to those who deserve it.
Thank you to all these employees, the doctors, the nurses, all of the staff here at the hospital, the EMTs, and everyone that have gone beyond trying to keep our community safe.
Expressing their gratitude through a hearty meal. In Corbin, Chaz Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
Cassidy says they served 700 meals to the hospital workers. The Kaywood Ledford Boys and Girls Club in Harlan County recently received a generous donation from one local club. The Southern Brothers Motorcycle Club Harlan chapter donated $200 to the organization as a way to give back to the community. The club hosts several events throughout the year where they raise money to donate back into the community. Members from the motorcycle club know just how important these donations are.
This donation to me, and I think what the Southern Brothers wanted it to mean, was just that the community of Harlan County and the clubs and organizations that are here are giving back to the community and trying to lift up the kids.
Eden says the motorcycle club will also host an upcoming clothing and toy drop-off drive. For more information on how to donate to the drive and to learn more about the Boys and Girls Club, you can visit our website. Deer hunting season is in full swing, but chronic wasting disease or zombie deer disease jeopardizes the well-being of deer in surrounding states. Although chronic wasting disease has not been detected in Kentucky, any hunters planning to hunt in western Kentucky, particularly Callaway, Marshall, Graves, Hickman, and Fulton counties, will need to abide by special regulations given a recent report of CWD close to the Kentucky-Tennessee border.
So if we have hunters from here going down there, just remember, if you're going to hit them counties, make sure that you really get on our website and the hunting guide, read what's going on, and know that there's a lot of different regulations just for those counties monitoring CWD that we do not have in our area.
The Kentucky Hunting and Trapping Guide says if you are hunting any member of the deer family out of state, you cannot bring that animal back into the state unless the brain and spinal column have been removed. Tomorrow marks the beginning of modern gun season for deer hunting. WYMT's Alyssa Williams talked to Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife officials about some safety tips to keep in mind when hunting this season.
Before you plan to hunt this deer season, it's important to keep a few things in mind before heading out bright and early Saturday morning.
We have our laws and regulations, stuff in place to, to keep people safe while they're out in the field.
It's important to ensure all hunters are wearing their hunter orange on their chest, back, and head when hunting so they can be seen by others.
That's our biggest thing we get from people is, hey, I don't want to wear my orange because I don't want to spook the deer. Well, they don't see like us. They see more of movement. So as long as you're still, you can be in a plaid shirt and hunter orange and deer's not going to see you.
When hunting with firearms, it's crucial to practice weapon safety. But Sergeant Robbie Spears with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife says hunting from a tree stand can be just as dangerous.
I think people really get lax with that. You need to be connected to the tree with your harness at all times. It's not a legality thing, it's a safety thing.
If an incident with a firearm, tree stand, or anything of that nature takes place, the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife provide hunter incident investigators to help you. And of course, it's very important to consult this year's Kentucky Hunting and Trapping Guide for the specific rules and regulations.
The best advice we can give anybody is to open the hunting guide that we publish, our publication. Make sure that you read up on your area and what you're going to be hunting.
Helping to keep Kentucky hunters safe and informed. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Even though there's an ammunition shortage and full metal jacket ammunition may be the easiest to find during this time, FMJ ammunition is illegal to use deer season. We'll have several deer hunting rules, regulations, and safety tips on our website. 2 organizations were honored today by the Christian Appalachian Project, CAP, the Eula Hall Health Center and Big Sandy Healthcare Incorporated, and the MEI Total Elevator Solutions were named this year's 2021 Champions of Appalachia. The award recognizes individuals and organizations that have had a positive long-term impact in the lives of people in the region.
A milder day today, but more changes on the way as we roll into the weekend. I'll have all of those details straight ahead.
And we share with you the longtime Santa tradition that a sun continues on for those in Harlan County.